Nintendo 64 Fun Time.
Good morning, YouTube's Nintendo 64 Fun Time coming at you today. Today we're going to play some Wave Race 64. One of the first games I had for the system, one of the best games I think for the system as far as racers go. So here we go, Wave Race 64, booting it up. Favorite thing about the game?
Wave Race.
I love that. Hit the A, there she goes, Wave Race. Anyway, let's get started here. I'm going to show you a few things. Obviously, I can't go through the whole game, without boring you guys too much, but I'm just going to show you guys a few things right away. One of the things I wanted to show you guys right away is that this game had such good music. I don't know why it just fit the game so perfectly, but one of the things that I would do to entertain myself is even when I wasn't playing the game, I would have my system on, and I would go down to options. And I would just literally have it on this options screen and just play this music. I just listened to it while I was hanging out in my room. Let me turn up the volume real quick here, that way you guys can just see this. It was just fit the game so well. I just hang out and listen to this music. I loved it. Turn it back down a little bit though, and I'm blasting your guys' ears off. There we go. Anyway, let's get right into the game here. Wave Race. So there's a few different things you could do. Obviously there's the championship mode. With any racing game, you could just go down and kind of do your level up as far as how hard the difficulty was. Time trials, you could just race for time. Stunt mode, which was one of my favorite. I probably played that more than any other thing in the system. I probably played stunt mode way more than anything else. And then two-player versus, which was your split screen, that was in everything. A few cool things that I wanted to show you guys, if you've never played this game. I'm assuming if you're watching this video you have. This is one of the most popular games on the system, but I'm going to get right into a few levels here, that way I'm not talking at you too much without any action. So one of the first things I wanted to show you was Drake Lake. So they put a lot of work into some of the level design here, and every level kind of had their own little thing, but a few in particular. Drake Lake here, you notice that I started out, there was quite a bit of fog. I know Nintendo 64 was known for having fog, in the draw distance, but this was on purpose. And each lap you have in this game, it actually clears up just a little bit more. So as I go through this and you'll kind of see this, it's just slowly clearing up. The level becomes a little bit more clear. Very, very cool that they did this. Awesome level design. And you guys might not know this, but the Nintendo 64 version of Wave Race is actually not the first part of the series. There actually was a Game Boy Wave Race for the original Game Boy that was released well before this, that this game is actually based off of. So this is actually the second game in the series, and we know that the GameCube version of Blue Storm, which was a release title, as you can see, the third lap, it's completely clear now. You got the ducks, just very cool things like that with the level design that just made it feel a little bit more realistic. So like I said, the three versions of the game, I think this is by far the best one. And the reason why this is the best one that I think is the controls are so good in this game. They're very twitchy controls, but it's a little bit of lag in my video card, so it makes it a little bit harder to do things, which is fine. But the controls were just so good in this game. Twitchy controls, but they were very responsive. And the feel of the water, I don't know if you guys have ever actually been on a jet ski before. This sounds really stupid, but when you're up on a jet ski and you're hydroplaning, the top of the water actually feels slippery, and that's exactly what the control feels like in this game. It actually feels like you're hydroplaning on the water with a jet. This is the other one I wanted to show you, Southern Island. Again, with good level design, you'll see how the tide in this one slowly kind of goes down, which makes the level just so cool. See, I'm going to go up and under the bridge, and by the end of the thing, we're actually going to be just riding right under that. So this was actually one of the first games that I had for this system. I got my system Christmas of 1997. And this game came out in September of 96, which was 1 month after the system came out. So this was one of the relatively very early titles for the game, or for the system. So it's got a little bit of a lower memory cartridge, so the graphics are, not that the Nintendo 64 had good graphics, but see how low the tide is now? It's just so cool. I'm coming back through here. I really got to get over that ship. But the graphics look good. I think the wave physics are really good. They kind of got that shimmer, and then we go under this bridge. Look how far under we are. It's just so cool. It's just so cool, the level design. I'm going to miss it. That's okay. And we finished. So, I don't know. Those are kind of the special maps that they really put a lot of time into and programmed for and just made it look really cool. What was great about this game is you can go back and continue to play it. One of the things I'm going to show you now is stunt mode. Like I said, I played this more than the racing by far. The championship mode, got pretty hard, or a little bit harder in the upper levels, but I definitely played this the most. And I'm sure some of my scores on here, I did have to reset a few times. I don't know why I lost the saves on my game, but I did at one time, so I had to come back as a kid and redo some of these. But these are just some of my scores. I'm assuming some of these are really good, because I can't, honestly, I played this game the other day, and I can't even come close to some of the scores that I had. But let's see if I can do something cool. No, I don't know why I keep doing that. Let's go this way. Yeah, backflip. So cool, unrealistic. You could never do that on one of these things. And then you could never do this. Double backflip. And then you could do the off-axis. Nope, I'm not going to make it. You could do an off-axis double backflip, and that got you the serious points there. No, I'm not going to make it. Alright, we got to do that one more time. I got to have a little bit more redemption. Jet ski looks so terrible. It looks like a box. I love it. So with this level 2 was the level that you had to play, and you actually had to do all of the stunts that you could possibly do in a specific order, and then you would unlock dolphin riding mode. And I'm going to show you how, that's probably the next thing I'm going to show you how to do, is how to do the dolphin riding. And like I said, you do a specific set of stunts in a specific order in order to unlock that. And I'm going to show you guys. I'm not going to make it. Time's up. So seriously, I had to get a magazine. This was before internet when I had this game. So I had to get this magazine right here. I still have this stupid thing. And you flip to the back in the tips and tricks, and right there, you can't see it, but that's Wave Race 64. And this big long ass paragraph right here is explaining how to ride the dolphin. So let's start this bad boy over. Love it every time. So, like I said, you go into the dolphin. You have to do all the dolphin park. You have to do all the tricks, and then you go into championship. You can select any difficulty whatsoever. You got to go to warm up, and then while you're selecting your character, you have to hold down on the controller and select. And if it worked right, I should be riding a dolphin. It did. There we go. Look at that. Riding around on a dolphin. It's actually straddling and everything. And you can still do double backflips. So cool. I don't know any other game where you can ride around on a dolphin. You can ride around on a swordfish in Donkey Kong, but you're a human being riding on a dolphin. What's more badass than that? Like I said, I didn't know how to do this. I heard rumors of you being able to do this, but I never found out until way later on when I got you know, the magazines. That's what we had to do. We had to buy the stupid magazine to get the codes and stuff like that. But yeah, this is a great game. If you have a 64, you probably have this game. There's no way you wouldn't have when you were a kid. Probably one of the best racing games on the system. One of my favorite games for the system. One of the first games I ever owned. So I still play it today. I still got my cartridge. It's still got my saves on there. Definitely recommend this game for sure, especially if you're getting back into Nintendo 64. This game just has so much nostalgia for me. Play it, love it. Remember, Nintendo 64 time. Nintendo 64 fun time. Always be gaming.